What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess. Today is week 209 of my weight loss journey, or my journey to rewind my health from a morbidly obese weight to a healthy weight, living a keto, high protein, low carb lifestyle. Keep in mind, I've been doing this for the past 4 years. This is just my story. I'm not a healthcare expert. I'm not a doctor or medical professional, so talk to your own doctor and, you do you. This is just my experience of what has been working, what didn't work, and how I have got to this point. So if that sounds something sounds like weight loss inspiration or weight loss motivation for you, and you're not a subscriber, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any videos. And if you've been a follower subscriber for a long time, I appreciate your continued support. It's nice not being alone in this journey. We're in this together and we're just doing our best. And real quick, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Element. Element electrolytes have been my go-to, my favorite electrolytes for some time now. Like I'm approaching the 2-year mark. They are perfect for those of us that live a keto, low carb lifestyle, that like to work out, they like to get the sweat on. Each packet of electrolytes contains a science-backed ratio of electrolytes: 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Delicious taste, gluten-free, sugar-free, no artificial flavors, no fillers, no colors, all of that stuff. Just good tasting electrolytes. I like to sip on 1 packet of electrolytes with 32 ounces of water. I'll sip on that throughout my workout or during my fasting window, and it's so easy. My favorite flavor is the watermelon. I think it tastes delicious. I love sipping on it all day, but don't take my word for it. You can get a free sample pack with any purchase using my special link and find out which one you like the best. So this link right here is only available through me, or this promo is only available with me for you guys, but you can use it as many times as you want. That is drinkelement.com/keto rewind. Thank you, Element, for sponsoring this video. Now let's jump back into today's video. Okay, so this week, I originally set out to, my goal last week was to track my macros. That was like the one thing I wanted to accomplish. Well, Monday and Tuesday I did great. By Wednesday, I'm like, I hate tracking macros. By Thursday, I was like, what's a macro? Friday was like, well, I'm tracking macros. So I did great Monday and Tuesday, and it was eye-opening just for those 2 days. And it's apparent I'm all over the place on what I thought I was eating and the amounts of each macronutrient that I was thinking I was getting. So it served its purpose. But it did also show how important tracking macros are and how easy it is to get lazy or to not write down everything you put in your mouth. So it was kind of like a humbling experience. Monday and Tuesday was awesome, but by like Wednesday, when I came to having to log my meals and be like, oh, the macros I need them to look like this, and they look like this instead, and I was seeing how difficult it is to get a high protein intake without supplementing with protein powders, shakes, bars, all those protein sources. And just using whole foods like chicken, beef, like cheese, cottage cheese, like that kind of thing. Greek yogurt. So it's challenging to hit the macro goals that I was looking for, which might have been why I got discouraged and like ducked out. Either way, my goal this week is to try again, because if at first you don't succeed, do it again. And it was kind of more of like, I gotta take ownership more in my diet, and lean on that more to hit weight loss goals, because if you lean on trying to overwork or work out a bad diet, it's not the way it works. When I started my journey a long time ago, I thought exercise was like a humongous role in the weight loss journey. It is, but exercise in general fits more in the emotional side, which is a component of a weight loss journey. I thought it was simply for weight loss, And now going through it, it's like I get my crazy out when I go to the gym and I work out, and that sets my emotions back down, or it resets them. Because it's so easy to get caught up in emotions when you're an emotional eater. So I view a weight loss journey is more important to focus on diet than the actual physical part of, you know, weight exercises, strength training, whatever the case may be. So yes, it does play a role, because if you work out or you move your body more than your body needs, you're going to be in a deficit. But it's not the end all be all. The diet really plays like 95% of the role of the weight loss. So obviously, it's like I love working out. I was crushing my workouts this week. I had personal bests for weight, for my bench press, my squats, my front lunges, my sumo squats. Everything is getting so much easier to do because I've just been doing it for an hour a day, like 5 days a week. And it's starting, like the muscles are getting there. I woke them up, you know, and they feel good and they're getting stronger, and then the exercises are getting easier to do because I'm being consistent. However, with that said, you can't work out a bad diet. Not that I'm saying I had a bad diet, but being that I didn't track my macros but for 2 days of last week, the scale's not really gonna show a monumental change unless I, by chance, was in a calorie deficit for sure all week. But the scale's not going to cooperate if I've not been in a calorie deficit all week, like by chance, because I was tracking Monday and Tuesday, but Wednesday through Sunday, I have no idea. You know, I could have been way over, could have been way under. So it's why it plays such an important role in your journey. So I did hop on the scale. I'm weighing every week. It keeps me accountable. And I was up 2 pounds last week. So I was 250 last week, and I'm back down to 248. But yeah, it's a 2 pound loss, but it's really not, because the 2 pounds that I was up from last week was just from chips and salsa, you know, some alcohol, like just more stuff. It wasn't necessarily 2 pounds of weight I gained. I just got that off and cleaned out the pipes, basically, and got the bloat away. As for actually losing weight this week, despite being down or being back to 248, I didn't actually lose any more weight. However, doesn't mean my body composition didn't change, because I am working out a lot with strength training. But I see how my clothes fit, and I'm like, I didn't lose any weight this week. So it is what it is. So that means what happened, or that's when you look back and you're like, what happened this week? And this week, I know where I went wrong. I didn't track anything after Monday or Tuesday. I could have been eating too much. I could have been eating too little. All of that affects the scale. So this week, my goal is, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So we're gonna try for real this time, tracking my macros all week. And it's a lofty goal. I am so busy. It's part of the reason why I stopped tracking after Wednesday, because everything you have to put in your body has to go in your food diary or your food log. And it's time consuming, it's tedious, and it's, you know, that kind of thing. But if you don't do it, you can't visually see what your macro goals look like in food form. You know, because for one thing, I was way under in protein. I need to be getting 150 to 170-ish grams of protein per day. That's my goals. And I'm struggling to hit like 110. And granted, yes, I'm doing that with like the actual pure protein sources. I'm not relying on shakes and protein powders and bars and stuff like that. My protein was, you know, hamburger patties, turkey patties, you know, just a pure source of protein. So, and it's hard to eat that much protein that you need that many times a day to hit those numbers without supplementing. So I was running into a wall where I need to make more of an effort to get the protein in from a good source. And I'm not saying that protein bars and shakes are a bad thing. I just don't want to rely on them to hit my goals, and that's my personal opinion. That's just what I'm doing right now. It makes more sense to me. So instead of eating like a 4-ounce patty of a burger, I eat 8, you know, and that's how you get the extra protein. So then my carb amount was too high. I was in the 50 range this week on Monday and Tuesday when I tracked. I was at 50. I'm like, you know, I'm at lunch and I've already had 50 carbs today. And so it's like, and that source came from like a Greek yogurt that was keto, you know, that kind of thing, like those carbs that are in there. So yes, that elevates it a little bit, you know, salad dressings and just the littlest things add up, you know, when it comes to tracking your carbs. And I was way low in fat. So I should have been in like the 100-ish grams of fat and I was maybe at 70, you know, like, so my macro goals of what I wanted them to look like, and granted this is based on Monday and Tuesday, it's not based on like the whole week, but it was an eye-opening to see I'm not hitting anything where I need to. It's better than it was, but I thought I was doing a lot better until you track it and it's like, nope, that's not the goals that we're after here, Jess. So we're gonna clean it up this week and actually take that time and log the menu, so log like my food diary as I go. Now the other thing is, I know certain foods, when I eat them in the combination that I do, I know I can lose weight that way. So this week we're gonna have a very basic menu, and that means I may make a batch of turkey burgers today that I eat on all week for lunches, because at logging 2 turkey burgers into Carb Manager, my food diary, is so much easier than coming up with a new thing every time I'm eating, you know? So for this week, I'm gonna use the same foods that I will already have logged that I just repeat, and that'll be a time saver. So the variety of things I'm gonna eat this week is not gonna be super exciting, but it'll be kind of more repetitive in the areas like lunch that I want mindless eating. You know, I'm gonna have 2 turkey burgers, have those, move on to what I need to do next. You know, some fried or scrambled eggs with Canadian bacon for breakfast. You know, like my snack will be Greek yogurt. I'm trying to do something that's a little bit more basic and simplified, because I really think keeping it simple is key when you're trying to lose weight. And then like next week or something, pick a couple different recipes, do those all week, that kind of thing. So at the end of the day, or what I'm trying to say is keep it simple, and if you know that food combination is easy, you can take it on the go, you can reheat it, you can, you know, make a big batch of it, do it, make yourself or your life easier, and meal prep. So that meal prep and meal planning comes in key. So that's basically the gist of what my goal is this week. I've got the workouts done. I've got them nailed. I'm at that point where I don't have to think about it. I just go out and get my workout in. The kids come along now because they see mommy working out and they're inspired and they're like, well, I want to do that, you know, and have fun with me. So I'm not going to put as much effort worrying about the workout side of things. I'm going to put everything I have this week on diet, because at the end of the day, your diet will dictate if you're in a deficit or not. So in areas that you don't need as much help, or the areas that you're doing well in, take some emphasis off of those and put that extra effort in where you're coming up short. And in my case, I think I'm coming up high in my actual food log for the week. So that's my plan. It'll carry me through the rest of the month. And then come March, I'm going to be thinking about a really fun weight loss goal or monthly challenge that we can do together for the month of March. When it comes to March, I'm just throwing some feelers out here. Do you guys want me to do an updated version of the Clean 30 challenge? I feel like it's a good time to focus on diet and get that going pretty good, and, you know, tweak that, because the Clean 30 that I've done in the past, or the Total Carb Challenge, those ones that I've done in the past, they included stuff that I no longer use. I don't do collagen anymore. I don't do protein powders. I don't do protein bars, snacks, you know, like those things that were in there that I supplemented with. I now have different sources for those things. So basically what I'm asking is, would you be interested in like an updated version of the Clean 30 challenge? and basically making that a higher protein, you know, cleaner approach to the diet. Basically just tweaking those things that I don't do anymore and making an updated version of it, but using those same basic like recipes when it came to like lunches and dinners kind of thing. So if that sounds good to you for the month of March, comment below and I will start working on a updated Clean 30 challenge, or round 3, because I think I've done that several times on this channel. I enjoyed doing it, and I was meal planning and giving you guys basically the menu for the week, the shopping list, and then making the video, and you followed along with me. And then it gave you some new ideas and that kind of thing. So I'm up for the challenge if you are, so comment below. So that is it for this week. I'm gonna head downstairs to the garage, get my workout in, and I'll see you at the next one. Use this coupon code down below, get yourself a free sample pack with any purchase. I'm Jess, you're watching Keto Rewind. Bye-bye!